So this is going live. What's up, everybody? I think the stream has started. I had a little window for my chat. Where'd that go? I have too many tabs open. I'm gonna destroy my computer. Dude, I legit think I lost my voice a little bit. From like... My face cam froze. Great. Cool. Great start in explaining how to use cameras, dude. Just freeze your camera. What's up, everybody? I'm gonna do a Q&A type of video today, or stream, as soon as I get my face back up. I'm back. Nah, we good, we good. So the point of today is to answer like questions unrelated to keyboards, but a lot of people are interested in. I'm not drinking alcohol. I just need some type of pop, some LaCroix, watermelon. Where's that? Watermelon. My Vietnamese coffee hasn't thawed yet. Dude, I think I legit lost my voice. My fiance's working. She's like, stop making noise. Pop this open. Which lube station do I use? I have been using the one from Prime KB. But I recently switched to something else. Well, I will be switching to something else. So I'll show you the one I use in Prime KB. It's pretty good. So this is one I use in Prime KB. One second, I'm gonna try and find my chat window. All these tabs. Close. So I need to pop this chat out. 1 second. Oh, there it is. I already have a luber. Also known as my fiance. Don't need any extra hands. What is on the left side right now? What is right? Oh, let me turn this off. My bad. There we go. Now it's working properly. GMMK station. Let me check some real quick. So chat's right here. I'm gonna put this up on every screen. My bad. Let me do this real quick. Make this bigger. Pull left. Yeah, that's good enough. And then for the GV view, pop right here. Yeah, just do it right here. Center it. So I like this one because of the angle. And it's pretty cheap. Got it for 20 bucks, I think. Hold on, whoops. I do not want to show my address by trying to add a cart. Don't be dumb. Said the monster one's pretty good. What's up, comrade? Welcome to the stream. I'll keep it light today. Nothing too hot like a GMMK Pro review. Oh, okay. So since we're interested in the loop station first, it's very similar to the one I have from the one that we're gonna unbox today, which has already been unboxed. I just want to showcase it. It's from Bear Cables. So having a spot for the jar is really nice, and a holder for the brush. How much my setup costs? We can add it up. Hold that thought, Lena, and we can add up in a Google Doc. I already got one, JMF saying thank you. All my hobbies have a way to earn money back. Not to say that I am trying to take advantage of hobbies. I just can't justify a hobby where I only spend money, because I have very limited resources in that regard. So that's why I don't get into cars, because cars is not going to get me money back. So you can buy this from Prevail, so consider buying from Prevail. We'll talk about my setup in a second. So this is the one from Bear Cable. I'm gonna pull up the IC. There's gonna be a buy for this live tomorrow. So it's going to be the 26th at 2 p.m. Right here. So this is not the XL unit. It's like a GB, but there's a few limited edition units that are first come first serve. And that's what you see on my table right here. So you can put your jars in here. Just kidding, that one doesn't work. Yeah, he and I are homies. I'm here to showcase it for y'all, so yeah, get y'all hyped for tomorrow. This cable is also from Bear Cables. Clean ass coil, bro. The keyboard is probably unavailable. What one? This one? This one's still the GB's still waiting for. We're still waiting for the group buy to fulfill for round 2. Yeah, so this has all the spots for switches. Let's take a quick look. These are SP Star Meteors. They're the most clacky switch available. Imagine like a clackier MX Black. See how they fit. Pretty good, pretty tight. Easy to take out though. I need to close my Discord. And this is where you can put your brushes, I guess. I'm not even sure. Are there picture guides how to use this? What is this for? My brushes are too long. I'll put my brush anywhere, I guess. Timothy, I think most cables are coiled and look like this. Do I prefer Alice? Yeah, I actually like Alice because I touch type, so it's funny how they block the word black. Oh, you have an aviator? Oh, mine's just mine is a this is a YC8 connector. Oh yeah, springs. That's probably springs. I wouldn't want to put it in there. Bear cables?
My mouse isn't working for some reason.
You good? My iPhone's disrupting the Wi-Fi or the Bluetooth connection from my fiance's mouse. Yeah, so Bear stress tested this. He said lube doesn't stick on here. Dude, why do I have an empty jar of lube? What's the point of that? So let's stress test this right now. We'll find out, alright? What's up, Rommel? We're just doing YouTube to hang out today, something lighter where I'm not building anything. Alright, I got some lube right here. We're gonna apply directly to the skin. I'm just kidding. Alright, just apply directly in there. Let's see if it stains it. If it stains it, oh shit. This is CRP J Pink from R1. Okay, I need a paper towel to try and remove this. No, that definitely left a stain there. Let's see if it dries throughout this process. Yeah, so you can put stems and springs here, but I guess put the stock stems in here and then you can pick them up. And then lube them and put them in straight into the housing. I wouldn't put springs there because I would bag lube springs. And then I don't want lube in here. Let's see if that dries. But yeah, this is going live tomorrow. I like using loop stations. Okay, let's see how many are in here. 4, 8. That's odd number. 4, 8, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this handles 77, which is good because my other loop station this does 50. This is the Prime KB one. Can you lube in your fingers is the worst? Yeah. How many switch slots in installation? We have 77 here and we have 50 here. This is 50, so it's 10 by 5. Yeah, 10 by 5. So if you can do a 65, you have to do 2 sets. So this is better because you can do everything at once. Breaking it up into 2 sets kind of slows you down just mentally. So I like having more space. It helps. So typically people are lubing for a 60 or 65%. I mean, this is not going to handle a 75 or TKL, which is going to be 86, 87, or 85, 84 switches. So you need 90 slots. You're still going to need to do another run, but there's a drawback in having too many slots because it now takes up too much space. I like that the footprint of this is pretty small, right? So this is the 50. It's just a little bit wider. And it has a benefit of me being able to put my jar in here. So if the jar is here, hypertones, what's up, Foss? So the jar is here. The benefit is you can just, when you push up against the jar, it's going to be held in place, so you don't actually need to hold it. So having a little space holder like this is nice. The RSB stars, comrade. Good eye, good eye. So I'm going to drop the IC, and then we can talk about cameras. This is the IC on Reddit. We can take a look at it together. So it looks like a regular $60. So it's acrylic sandwich between 3 different wood options. So it's real wood. Cedar is $60. Meranti is $45, and birch is $45. So these are going to be more expensive than your plastic ones. That's cedar. This is Meranti, and this is birch. Birch is the lightest color. Cedar looks the nicest. I think this is cedar on the table. So if you go with XL, it's 90, 75, and 75. The cedar, the darkest color, is $60. So it's a little bit more expensive. Definitely not required. You do not need a lube station. It's just more like a fun thing. Does it make it faster? It makes it mentally easier to overcome the idea that you have to lube. So I don't think it really technically makes you faster. Because I like being able to do all the bottoms at the same time, all the springs at the same time, all the stems at the same time, and all the films at the same time, and then just pop them on inside the station. What's up, Kwapa? So this is a Rukia. I wonder if, hold on. I want to see if Streamlabs is working. It's going to be delayed, I think. We're doing both YouTube and Twitch, so YouTube, I think I'm going to do a little bit more casual Q&A type things. Yeah, this is the lube station that's going to go live tomorrow. I want to pin the IC for a minute. Alright, this is it. I think it looks amazing, dude. We forcibly stained it with lube here. I'm not going to do it on the top. That was 205G0. I will have to see till tomorrow to see if it goes away. Sorry, my voice is a little raspy. I'm not trying to sound sexy. I just spent the last hour filming some review videos for the Iki 68 and the KBD 67 Lite. I overestimated my ability to speak back to back to back to back. How has Ludwig not lost his voice? Oh, cough drops, I remember. What's up, Tech Deck? That's what Buffy film. Yeah, so the Streamlabs bot is not here. So I pinned the IC for this loop station. Let's take a look at the booty. I don't think I'm a lube on this stream. I don't really feel like I'd rather answer questions, stay focused. This is check the pinned post. This is from Bear Cables and it's gonna go live tomorrow. So it's flat. It's not angled like the Prime KB one. I use OBS Studio as them. OBS Studio has more functionality than Streamlabs. The Streamlabs is better to get started. So if you're like straight beginning, it might be easier to just grab a webcam and then connect it up to Streamlabs. Yes, that's a lube station. You can handle 2 jars. I don't know why you want to double fist jars, but if you absolutely have to. And I guess this is for stems. I wouldn't do springs because springs I would bag lube and then just put directly into the bottom housing. But it has wood on the bottom and wood on the top and acrylic in the middle. Acrylic for the spacing, I guess. What are my thoughts on Gateron Yellow as a switch for entry board? It's an amazing switch for an entry level board. Go for the milky top, black bottom sung. My first custom was a KBD67 Mark II. So I'll show you right here. I spelled it wrong. But I grabbed this on my birthday. It was a black one. It's a 235, and I had to buy the MK Ultra Foam. It was pretty hot last year. Pretty hot. But now there's a lot more competition and there's more affordable options. So I actually wouldn't recommend this anymore. Alright. Any other questions on the lube station before we move up into cameras? What's up, Bear Cable? Bro, okay. This is the man. The man himself. Hey, Bear. Did you test lube here? I forcibly patinaed it with some 205G0. Is that going to go away? Or did I just stain this forever? I'm fine if I stain it forever. At least I chose a good spot. When I get started with customs? November 2019. Was it good high pitch linear? JWK? Or Cherry MX Black? The board up top is a Rukia. So I'll just do like a little typing on it. I'll let you all listen. Yeah, that's my Rukia. You didn't test inside, only outside? Okay, well the inside doesn't work. So you say inside this one, right? I'll find out if it dries tomorrow. Hey, I did it so y'all wouldn't have to, alright? Hey, it's for science. That's why I'm here. It's now already C stock. Fucking great. How to get started with build services? Did you just get hooked on the assembly process? I built for friends for free and I build streamed it. So if we look at my Twitch tracker. Alright. First of all, let's do a quick rundown of my gear, because someone asked. I don't want to miss that question. Let me do a new doc and then we'll talk about how I got started the builds. So the gear I use, that's multi-purpose, so I use it for videography as well as streaming, right? I think they're a lighter weight. I mean, it's on the spec sheet. It's not an opinion thing. You can check that. So I have an A7S3. I have an A6600. AverMedia capture card. And then a Camlink 4K. I have both because of a weird issue I'm dealing with. HDMI cables, Sony 1635 G Master, which I took some donations from the community. The lens up there is Sigma 16mm 1.4. And then lighting and a mic, so SM7B, Blue Compass Arm, DSLR, Stream Deck XL. There's like a lot of equipment to make things easier, but are not absolutely required. After 120D, third-party diffuser, a monitor arm that I use to mount everything, and then I have a few Elgato arms. Let's answer your question real quick. Banana splits. I can answer that quickly. So I just look up the product sheet. Product page. Wait. So 62 grams. So banana splits are heavier than fierce girls. Fierce girls are 58.5. Alright, so A7S3 is not really required. You can get by with especially if you use a frame like this right here where it's smaller, you don't need a full frame camera. I want to pull up the prices on another tab, but I got this upgrade because I was using the A7 III before and I really wanted a one camera that can do everything I needed for streaming, videography, client work, and everything above. So I pre-ordered this and this is $3,500. So of course this is someone that's been making money off of YouTube, making money off of Twitch, and doing client work, getting paid to do so I can justify these purchases. They're 58.5. What's it like typing on Alice layout come from traditional layout? As long as you touch type and you don't touch type and you don't do something weird like left index on Y, then it should be fine. This AverMedia capture was expensive because I've been having issues with camera dropping out. This kind of reduced the issue. This is $230 though. A6600, you can go down with I recommend A6300, but the A6600 made everything easier for me, so I went ahead and bought that as well. Camlink 4K is 400. This is like 1900. Sigma 1614. No, it's not. It's not weird playing games with the Alice layout. But I tilt my keyboards inward anyway. Not everyone does that. Some people do it outward. SM7B was sold to me by one of the mods for really cheap, but that's a $400 microphone. I want cream stems. I have KS3 nylon top, so should I get JWK V2 bottoms or Duroc? What are you trying to do with that, Shaggy? Duroc palms are theoretically smoother creams, and I would use them like smoother creams. My max WPM is 150 on 1 minute. The Stream Deck XL is actually $250, but I got it for $150. Aperture 120D, I bought a few years ago when doing YouTube because it was a very strong light that made everything look good, so I didn't have to do too much work to get it to look nice. You can use cheaper lights, but then it requires a lot of rigging and end up being hot, and I just wanted to be able to pump videos out faster. So I went ahead and paid $750 for that. Third-party diffuser is like $40. Monitor arm that I use is like $50. Elgato arm was like $50. I've never paid camera gear with installment. Some people do that when they know they have a lot of work coming in, or they plan on renting the equipment out. That is something people do. So roughly speaking, what I'm currently using to stream, which is definitely not necessary. We can run down a cheaper option for this. It's about 10 grand. This is the breakdown of what I currently use to stream, Anthony. So for the basics, I have a kit.co page. And I break down what's important. So someone asked me this the other day, is audio or video more important when making content? And audio is vastly more important. Or some interesting keyboard group buys that are in IC right now. I do GB reviews every week. In my Discord, oh, we got a new Discord URL. We just became partnered on Discord. So discord.gg/inwing. Does that work? Yeah, it does. So join the Discord. In the GB review suggestions, there's a lot of ICs that people post and GBs. Alright, so this is what I used before. I definitely don't recommend it because what you want is to start with something like this for the main cam. I want cream pockets with nylon tops, but not what bottom of housing should I get? Palm Duroc are deeper. I mean, you can try Palm Duroc, but then if you do a Palm Duroc, you're gonna have a cream. You're just gonna have a cream, so you need H1 bottom. I use inks. You better recognize who I am, you banana fur. What? So Best Buy is selling the C920S. So if anyone needs a camera, I definitely recommend this one. It's so cheap. Did the price go up? So grab this so you don't have to get a capture card. Is there a 65% with the volume knob? I think there was one. This is like night or something. So for me, I spend a lot of money on my face cam because I like this frame a lot. I like engaging with the audience. I looking down the camera, talking to you, making jokes, and that's part of my branding. But most people, they only do what we're showing right here, which is a small little image on the bottom. In which case, it makes no sense to go for a 4K camera, get a capture card, and make it all complicated when you can spend more money and effort on lighting, which is one important right here. I have a big light right here. You can kind of see it. Hold on. If I go wide, you can see it. My average WPM is 150. So that's a light. That's a big ass light right there. And that's how my face looks like, how it does. And then I zoom in. I know it's butters. But why are you talking about bananas for? Oh, I'm a banana effer. I got you. So you can get started with the webcam, and the other camera you can use is your phone. Dude, it's a good camera. Get it. So you can use your phone, which has a really high quality camera. Look at that image. Right? So the more important thing is, one, get your audio locked in. So with audio, let's go back to the kit page. I'll drop the kit page right here. Only lubing springs and stems is okay. That is, some people do. Some people do that, Shaggy. I actually tested it recently and I think it's fine. So that's my kit page for streaming. I explained on the top. Audio is most important. So the mic, these are a few capture cards, but the mic I recommend to a lot of people is a Samson CO2. I use this and I use SM7B, but you don't need to. Samson CO2 or Elgato Wave 3 is pretty good. Thanks, Tai Tai. It's very interesting. It's a very interesting time to be in. Or there's a bunch of affordable options like ATR 2100X. I used this first. This is my first streaming mic. I remember going into, I played Fortnite for about 5 minutes. I used this microphone and people were like, "Are you a streamer? Are you a streamer?" I'm like, "No, I'm not." Like, "Can you say my name?" I'm like, this is getting weird because I know y'all really young. Boba U4s are nice. I like the Boba U4 T. So this is the microphone. Super nice. And this is a USB microphone. So when you get an XLR microphone like this one, you have to get an interface and you have to make sure you have a device that gets enough gain to it. And it gets really complicated. So when you can, if you're starting, go for a USB microphone. We do YouTube and Twitch ritual. So the idea is, I think I'm gonna do Tuesday, Thursday, kind of like low-key events on YouTube, and Twitch mostly keyword focused on Monday, Wednesday, Saturday. AT 2020 is good too. Are inks really that inconsistent? The V2s, yeah, they are. But real talk, the Samson CO2 is such a banger. It comes in a pair, so what I would do is I would buy it and then split it with somebody. The price went up a bit. But Curtis Judd, which is one of the gods of audio, at least microphones on YouTube. You did not know I was streaming?
In this episode, let's have a listen to the Samson CO2, which is a small diaphragm condenser microphone with $6 you honest that it shock absorbing filter, so mounting it on a showed us that we were sitting at or a shoe is gold Zeppelin cover on there, price of $100, which makes it very
I'm trying to find his
transport
audio
the
samples
microphones as well. Kind of a nice touch. So overall, this microphone kit seems like a very good buy for those that are working capability. One thing that Samsung did instead, or you can
Yeah, the V2s, I don't know if it's the stem, or I don't know if it's the leaf or anything, but there's some issue that's making it scratchy. I don't do Holy. It takes too much time. Tube and bag lubing is the same thing, Chase. What I think about sounds deeper, KS3 yellows or get milky yellows? I haven't tried KS3 yellows. I don't think you can go wrong with either. Polycarb gasket mount palm or brass plate. Polycarb, yeah, it sounds like if you go brass plate, it's gonna be louder. I tweeted this video, but there's a guy that has like 90k subs on YouTube, and he does it with a phone.
Hello everyone, it's...
So do you mean that you have your mic arm, etc. fixed to the monitor arm? I don't. I have a monitor arm that literally, well, no, actually, I take that back. I just recently took a very tall Vivo arm, and then I mounted the monitor and the light to it. So it's like an extra tall one. It's like this, but like a double stack or a triple stack. Do you need another mouse? Is the battery dead? You check the battery's in the restroom. Nice, Shaggy. If you want a louder, go brass. Palm might be a little muted, but inks on palm sound so good. So I think I have a photo. Do I have a photo? Did I make the thumbnail a photo? Hold on. Wait, it's on my. We can just pull it up. Jamie, pull it up. All right, we can examine what I use right here. Chase says, lubing and filming some red inks right now while working. What do you for work, Chase? Timothy, maybe? I don't... I still can't tell if the MX Brown is the meme or not. So right here, this one monitor arm is super tall, right? I have two like clamp things attached to it, two Vesas. One Vesa, I took apart the Vesa thing itself. I just took the screw, I put an adapter on it, and then I mounted my Aperture 120D onto it. And then there's another Vesa that comes to the left, and that's where my monitor is connected. So this one arm feeds both. What's wrong? Change the port. Put it... Can you move that over here? Sorry, chat. Where's that dongle? No, connect this and put it over here. The PC case is NR200. It looks like Brandon Taylor's gonna do a video on it soon. I have the same case as him. I really like Palm too, Timothy. My favorite material, it depends on the switch. And so with this, I have another monitor arm here. You can see it peeking out, and it takes care of the vertical, and it's like a regular height one. Excuse me. And then I have this one. Doesn't work at all. Did you change the battery? I think I need to find a wired mouse for my fiance. Hold on. I'm gonna be right back. Be back in 1 minute. I'm back. Thoughts on Pollen 65? I've heard of that a few times. It is a nice PC case. The overhead cam is A6600 with a Sigma 16 1.4. So I'm using... I don't recommend this one because it's really overpriced for a crop sensor camera. It's because it has IBIS and has a new battery, but it's kind of expensive. I bought it when I still had my engineering income. And this is about 400, but this is an f1.4 lens and it's extremely sharp. So that's what I use for my top down. I do balance my step wires. Favorite plate for a tactile like HP or Bovie 4T? Brass. No streamer Tryhard 7. You bought like 10 V2 inks? Why'd you buy only 10? How bad is inconsistency on inks? I'm not sure. I haven't bought recently. But if you want a deep sound, lavenders, like any full nylon JWK will give you a deep sound as well. Pewters compared to linears, I feel like I made too many mistakes with linears. Then tactiles would be better. I like pewters because they're a light tactile. Let's look at this Pollen 65. Sigma 60mm and A6000 if you're on a budget. Yeah, the A6000. The problem with the A6000 is it's definitely more of a photography focused camera because the video features on this, it's lacking in the video features. I think it does not have 4K. Normally 4K doesn't matter, but for streaming it helps to be able to get a lossless crop in. Especially if you're gonna use a prime. Let's see. Video. Yeah, it only goes up to full HD. I have tried the KD67 Lite. It's really nice. Hardman says, if I were to use tactiles on PC, how would they sound? Are they alright? I haven't really done it, but the sound's probably going to be fine, but the feel is not going to be as bouncy and fun. Oh, you scared you damaged. Well, how would you damage them? It's really hard to damage a Switch. So that's the main complaint. But yeah, you can definitely use it. But if you're going to go with this route, the Sony a5100 is a little bit better because of the flip up screen. I don't know why they didn't do that in their cameras for so long. And this is why I have the a6600. So I can have one small camera that I can do the flip up and then I can do my vlogging. I can do like a very short clip or video without having to get a camera monitor or set up everything or get a big lens. I do both, Dennis. Annoying. Oh, sorry, the buzz. I keep forgetting. 1 second. Buzz should be gone. Sorry about that, chat. The KD67 Lite is a very thocky keyboard. What's the deepest switch plate combo you've experienced? If you want deep, anything in an acrylic case and acrylic plate. So you know those cheaper boards on Switch Couture? They all thock like crazy, dude. No silicone piece. Shaggy, does the KD67 Lite come with plate materials other than PC? I streamed for like 39 minutes and kept that buzz in there. My bad. I always forget. You burnt a few pads? Wait, ripping them off I get. Because you, as a beginner, you never really know how... You never really know if you like fully desoldered. But this here is my A7 III, which is my trusty camera for a long time. It's great all-arounder. Thanks, Richard. I'm just trying to change things up. I've beat the shit out of this. I hate these side flaps. If y'all remember my OG days, I was doing camera reviews. Dude, look at this thing's cracked. Can I do a balancing stab wire guide? I definitely should. I'm testing something right now. I'm not sure if it's the right way to balance. But these flaps suck. So once I confirm that it's the right way, then I'll do that. But yeah, so this is my main camera that I use for a lot of things. And this is my main lens I use for a lot of things. 24-105, so it has a great focal length, covers everything from wide, normal to telephoto. It's only f4, so it can't get too much bokeh, but it's stabilized and it's just super nice. Interesting. Yeah, I just remember seeing there's just PC. Look how tight that gets. So I was I was using this for a little bit, having this camera and this lens up top, but it was overpowering my Elgato arms. It was too heavy. My opinion on A7C. I really like the A7C. I just, with the A7 III, I was like, I don't think I should get the A7C. But if they released the A7C before the A7S III, I probably would have gotten that. It would have been smarter to get that instead of this A7S III. But the A7C still doesn't have unlimited record time, which is a big reason why I don't use this anymore. Which is also one of the reasons why I have this camera up here, the A6600, because it can record unlimited. So can the A7S III. When that matters is when you're recording YouTube videos. There has been times where, with the lack of flip out screen, right? So there's no screen that displays what's going on, and the lack of unlimited record time, I have like one, run out of the battery, which sucks, but two, I've ran past 30 minutes and I kept talking. So my other camera that was unlimited record time would still have to take, but then the main camera would be gone. So the main one would of course be the A7 III, which has the 4K and all that, and I would just lose it, then have to redo it again. So it was costing me a lot of time. Have you used syringes like some Wildcat? Some pliers, I still get a tick. Do you think it's because they're cheaper stats? I don't think it's because they're cheaper stats. Here's the thing. With the balancing wires, you know how the wire's like this, right? For a period of time, I was trying to balance the middle part, and he balances just the edge. I'm like not sure. Like Wildcat doesn't really explain it because he also doesn't talk. I watched like the little bit where he does the balancing. He just like taps it, but he's not holding any particular part down. So I don't really know what he's trying to balance. I think we're gonna do Tuesday, Thursdays, Timothy. The KBD67 Lite, I just filmed the review for it. Like, trust me, I have it. Let me prove it to you that I started, so you don't think I'm capping. Look at this.
Alright, let's talk about the ethics real quick. A lot of entry-level boards.
See, I started it.
To like the fact, try, and the fact that you can tune the sound and feel by changing the gas.
So yeah, I'll be editing that soon. Holy Mod fix all the ticking I always had. If you can get this to stay. I did Holy Mod twice and they both fell out. People were saying the Epsilon mod is more effective, but right now I think I need to figure out the balancing thing, like what the balance is. SXT DBZ or BDZ made things a lot better though. Ticking styles were the reason why I fell into the rabbit hole mechs. Hi, catch us though. Yo, check this B-roll though. I spent a lot of time doing this B-roll today. Wait, that's a bad example. Nah, I think that's okay. There's a shot at 120 FPS, so it would be slowed down. But I filmed so much that my battery died. I was like, whoa. That's one of my shots. It was slowed down, of course. Slowing down makes the shakes mostly go away. I do everything handheld because I don't have time to pull out my gimbal, even though I have one. It just takes so much effort. Any upcoming boards I'm excited for? I mean, I would like to get my Plume and my Primus just because I paid money into them. It's EBT 909. They're both. Very simple white beige set. Very easy to buy. So, we'll show up on the screen right now. Unfortunately, it's out of stock here. Let's check on KBD fans. Do I have a stabilizer? Yeah, I have a gimbal. But with 120, you don't even have to go that far. F1.8X is one of my favorite sounding boards, but I hate typing on it. Wait, what the hell is this? I didn't know they had that icon. Yeah, that's why I think so too, Richard. I don't know why like Wildcat does the edges. Takes 10 minutes to set up my run. Yeah, right? Like, is that really worth it to go through all that when I could just 120 FPS it? Which is why having the A7S III is nice. Run 4K 120. And luckily one of my cards is fast enough. Can I pull it out? Yeah, I can pull it out. So I have the Freetail Evoke. This is a very fast card. It's a V62 whatever. Duroc V2s are fine. I just use V1 though, because I don't really pop wires. As long as you like use, like if they have a long spacebar, take out the alts and then use your fingers to lift up the spacebar, you won't pop wires. Yeah, 120 FPS at 4K is kind of nutty. Yeah, but with 120 you can do like a swipe. If you do a faster movement, you're gonna have less shake. You shake when you move slowly. So at 120 you can like make a faster swipe, slow it down, and you'll be good. And the 4K gives you a little bit more room when you're doing a stabilization. If you're gonna run the warp stabilizer in Adobe Premiere, having a 4K image so they can crop the edges without losing too much fidelity helps. Do I think Zeal Styles are worth the price, or the Duroc is a better value? Because Zeal Styles tick too, dude. My Girl's a Plume, but it's gonna be way too expensive on aftermarket. Yeah, it might be, Joshua. But I feel like the hype behind Plume wasn't that much, especially now. There's a lot of like more affordable options. Would cherry nylon top inks be more deep? Yeah, my buddy did cream stem cherry top ink, and it was like the deepest thing I've ever heard. It was deeper than the black cherry pies, which are cherry top, H1 bottom, cream stem. Hex 3C is nice. Forgot what that board was. Keep the questions coming, chat. I don't have too much of a agenda today, but I will start explaining streaming. Hex. Oh, I remember this. It's like a bottom mount burger. Castorboris is a friend of the channel though. Isn't stab bar tick due to not straight wires? I think so. Good luck, Shaggy. Yeah. So like, the problem with the when I did the Holy mod or Epsilon mod or whatever you want to call it, it made the spacebars just sound and feel gross. It was fine on the 2Us, but the spacebar definitely felt bunk, and I was like, this doesn't feel fun anymore. Yeah, I was born in the US, Timothy. What's up, Zujio? Dude, I appreciate you commenting on all the videos. Helps me in the algorithm, you know? Have you seen a Scarlet TKL? $50 cheaper than K80 and also feature pack for the price. Unsure which to pick up. I haven't, but pulled up for it. Scarlet TKL. Inks, cream stem, nylon top to which film and which springs. I use TX 16 mil, 65 gram. I don't buy Duroc springs. I think the Duroc springs are the same ones that are in the mauves and the alpacas. I throw those out, dude. Where's this Scarlet? Link to Scarlet, comrade. GMMK Pro starter, good starter. If not, what? So the GMMK Pro is a good starter if two things. Number one, you need the F-Row. 2, you really enjoy the knob. Oh, 3 things. And 3, you love the aesthetic. Like, you can't live without the aesthetic. If those 3 things are true, hold on, then yes, go to the GMMK Pro. Maker Keyboards website. If not, if you can live without the knob and the F-Row, go with the KVD67 Lite or the EQ68 Aurora. They're gonna sound and feel better. To experience, you're just consistent and they're not noisy. It's only on Discord. Test keys should be deeper, yeah. But I hate installing them. They take so much effort. It's not really a hype for TX springs, it's more like they're just consistently reliable. Is this it? Am I looking at the right thing? I have played Cyberpunk. It was a fucking bust. Cyberpunk was the biggest disappointment. We all waited so long to play this game, and then when I got there, it was such a letdown. They promised that it would be this amazing experience that was curated to your decisions. Let's go, Well Victrix. I just spent a few hours recording. I grabbed my contacts today. Do different films have much difference? Yeah, the Desky films sound a little bit deeper, but personally, it takes so much effort to install that I just go with TX films. I don't typically buy springs if I can, because there's a bit of drama before. Not really drama, there's actually illegal where Sprint ran off with a bunch of people's money and never fulfilled their orders. So with that, I typically don't buy from them if I can. But they also make the slow curve springs that most people like, so it's really hard not to buy from them. Are there any keyboards right now with a rotary encoder besides the GMK Pro? There's a few. I can't remember. There's a few. After the SAS-95 came out, there's a bunch that took the rotary idea. But they're not going to be in stock. So here's the thing. If you really want the rotary encoder and you need something that's more easy to get, GMK Pro. But you can also make a macro pad. So like this. If you really like your rotary encoder, I took all the keycaps off of this, but this is a BDN9 with an acrylic case. It's a macro pad. You can map arrows here, and this can be your volume, and this can be scroll wheel. So that's an option if you really want a rotary encoder and you want different keyboards. The drawback to that is there's going to be another USB cable on your desk, which is kind of annoying. The Cyberpunk demo in 2018 was also fake, for real. Vitric says this camera is actually so you can see the contact on my eyeball. This is actually 1080p. Wait. No, this is 4K. I have that 4K right now, I think. Wait. It's totally unnecessary, but part of my branding is very different from just building keyboards. The whole interaction is what I care about. Where else is the product listed? I can't like that. The Scarlett, I don't have a link to look at. I do enjoy watches for a little bit. So who's gonna be the first to ID this watch? Keeb.io. I am Vietnamese Atomical. Nice Vitrix. But in terms of hobbies, most of it's geared around my business. All my free time is spent trying to make content, stream, YouTube, and lifting. This is another thing. Music production is a really fun hobby, hard to make money off of. Yeah, I bet. So, back here. Iron Master dumbbells. Before Corona, I was a powerlifter. Watch bodybuilder, watch builder, Andy comes in to build watches. I don't think I can do that. Nice pause play. UID. It's a SARB 033. Apex Pro TKL. Alright, so this is a pre-built, right? I mean, I think any pre-built you should try to lube the stabilizers. Damn, dude. 180. Full nylon lavenders is an alternative to inks. Oh, milky yellows too. It's funny, there's more than one. Have you ever seen someone like make content and you look at them and you're like, at some point this guy was on roids? it's pretty interesting, like, because a lot of them, if they are actually any good at bodybuilding, they'll retain a lot of their muscle. They just stay huge. Of course, they don't have the same definition as to when they were at their peak. I'm just like, damn. I unfortunately don't have that kind of like thickness. Best Go XLR alternative. I don't think there is one that can drive an SM7B. Why do you need a Go XLR? If you can tell me why you need a Go XLR, I can find you an alternative. But something that has like the virtual cable wiring or sound management and the ability to drive an SM7B, it's gonna be tough. I was a civil engineer, Atomical. Did I disable links? I did, I think. Let me enable it again. My bad, dog. We're gonna check on my music. My music? I'm using Epidemic Sound. This is just the lo-fi album Epidemic Sound. I think I can drop a link. Hold on. Cream yellows. My buddy said they were too muted. I think he did. No, did he do unwipe cream? Yep. Catamarans. I'm not even sure. Here, I'm gonna enable the links. Links are enabled. Hold on. Let me switch. Yeah, links should be enabled. You want phantom power? Is that the only thing you need? Do you not need the sound management? Nice. Aerospace sounds cool. Sounds cool. I am Richard. Yeah, if you need to raise your gain a lot, then it might be an issue. I made my keyboard, Felipe. Easiest way for a mixer. Okay, the mixer part, that's the hard part. So the Go XLR is super sick as a mixer because I can control the sound for streaming so well. It's kind of shit because it can only take one input. But the ability to stream more easily and drive an SM7B is why I have the Go XLR. Honestly, the Go XLR is kind of in its own class. And there's not a lot of competition for it. So, we're talking about things that are out of stock, right? This Stream Deck is also been out of stock. I found it on Facebook Marketplace. I would definitely hunt Facebook Marketplace or some odd avenues. You may be able to find something. Phantom power from condenser mics. I don't use phantom power for this. But yeah, you need it for certain mics, but SM7B is not one of them. Yeah, but it's the mixer part, James. It's like the Go XLR. I can make something called a broadcast stream mix, right? So I can take my input, take my computer music, or my music, the games, put it through one like mic, and then that mic can be picked up by OBS, and I can control everything with physical dials, physical sliders. And it's just so much more effective because I can route things to these virtual devices. Allow me to, let's say, turn off chat mic, like Discord mic, to my stream, but still hear it in my ear. It's like those little niche applications of the Go XLR that make it a very unique product. 1.5 for any switch other than Cream's, Shaggy. Yeah, the Phantom Power isn't driving. What isn't AT4040 a condenser? Felipe says, "Can I have your setup?" Yeah, we listed earlier, right? All the things I have my setup. I've been doing it for a while, and this is my job now, so I kind of need this, bro. I need this. Where did I put it? I prefer 65 gram. Yeah, so it's kind of stupid. I've been accumulating the gear for years, though. I took things very seriously in the past year. So the first thing that made me like, I committed to this right away because audio was important. Of course, I needed to get the blue compass arm. This came later. So these came like way later. So I'll put that as a blue. The camera stuff I always had. I had a cam link because I tried to stream Smash a while back before the pandemic even happened. But then I realized no one cared. So I stopped. And then I was lucky to get this. I think I paid. Someone gave this to me for like $50. No lie. Legit, someone gave me to $50. So, can you record in camera by HDD or SSD? Yeah, you can record into the SSD, but it's gonna fill up really fast for streams. We tried looking at Scarlett TKL from Maker Keyboards. The Numa at $500 is gonna be a little rough in terms of cost, but it looks to be a great board. Let's take a quick look at this Scarlett right here. It looks good. £4, not bad. Kale hot swap, okay. Data board, alright, so you got the centered USB, which is nice. Now the only thing you need is a sound test. Then you can determine if it's good or not. So Victrix, it's AT40. List your mic again so I can look it up. Jason said I'll be down to watch you play Smash. I'm actually kind of not bad at Smash, but only because I abuse Inkling. I'm an Inkling abuser. I'm one of those fools. Is Inkling still meta? But now that I'm a full-time content creator, we can do it. It's probably a good bet. Foss. Yeah, so this is what people in the customs hobby, if you're someone that is only looking at if you're like someone that usually watches tech reviews and then you can buy something or get hands-on time with it and have a return window, in customs that doesn't really exist. So in customs, this is very typical. This is what would be considered an interest check. They'll have pictures of it. They may be renders or they may be prototypes, but you just have to look at the specs and understand, like, okay, where does this sit? You got an O-ring gasket. That's actually really cool that this comes in an O-ring gasket. You look at the plate materials, you look at the weight, you look at maybe an exploded view. You take a look at maybe the bezels, see if you think it's too thick or not. Like, it's thinner on the side, it's thicker at the top. USB placement, the layout. This one is a standard TKL layout, no F13 key. And just like look around, then you can think, okay, what other boards are similar to this? Is it gonna sound similar to that? You think, okay, has this runner done this before? Are they new, or have they done other boards before? And then you look at cost, but like this at $239 seems to be a good deal, but you just need to see a sound test. David says, "Oh my god, I hate Inkling." We do both, much better. So as a full-time content creator, I can't put all my eggs into the basket of Twitch, so we tried on YouTube. It seems that the audience on YouTube doesn't quite understand me. Like, real talk, like these reaction videos are apparently extremely polarizing. I understand the first one was a little rough, but the second one was fine and very lighthearted, but unfortunately I don't understand. So if I spend more time on the platform, make more content where I'm reviewing things, or go live more often, maybe people understand that I am not the elitist that they think I am. I am just someone that is trying to help, and I'm not trying to put down your product. So this is a condenser then. Whoa, this is a big boy. $300. Is it really $300? It's on Discord? Okay. Well, how's this sound, comrade? So I just Google things like, does it need a cloud lifter? It doesn't look like I'm skimming this. It doesn't look like the AT4040 needs a cloud lifter. Thanks, Patrick. Having a good stream. I'm hungry though. Did I eat lunch? Yeah, I did. YouTube is for Normans, that's the thing. Yeah, the Normans hate me, dude. So 60 dB of clean gain for whispering into SM7B. That's true. So right now, I'm using, let's take a look. I'm using 68 dB of gain. Wait, it's clipping? Wait, okay. Let me pull that down then. 66. Okay, I was clipping a little bit. My bad. Screaming and shit. Yeah, I don't think the AT4040 needs it. Yeah, I think people think I'm this hotshot reviewer. I am literally you, except I've just focused my energy on a very specific niche, and I'm trying to help you not waste your money. If you truly think I am evil and want to spend your money on something anyway, go for it. But please don't come back to me and blame me because I told you so. Because like, if we think that every single keyboard, oh, every keyboard is just preference, then how do you decide which one's worth the money you want to spend and which one's not? You have to draw the lines somewhere. And if you keep making excuses for every single board, then you're just going to be confused and be like, okay, now what? I looked at 20 different boards and everyone told me that the 20 different boards is just a different preference. Okay. Unfortunately, with customs, you can't really return them. So you can't just like try it out like on Amazon. So you kind of need to pick something. Yeah, Vitrix, like there's no purpose for me just to be angry. I'm not angry. I'm just, that video specifically, I was trying to share that, okay, dude, the inks aren't the godlike smoothness that they used to be. And if no one told you, you would have just bought the inks and then you'd be disappointed. Like, why are they scratchy? Are mine bad? Am I lubing improperly? And it's not your fault. The products are just getting worse. Thanks, Shaggy. And now we're having an issue with cream pockets. We don't know if it's a cream stem. We don't know if it's the Alpaca V2 top or the housing, but they're like binding and not working. So things are happening. And if everyone's just gonna say like, oh, it's just preference, like, no, something's broken, dude. Something's broken. And the vendors sometimes are not gonna let you return it. Just sell the other kidney. Wait, you have two? I need chapstick, dude. Hold on. There's no, well, I was told that the 8008 recolored inks are a little different and they sound different. Anyone use those yet? When I say new ink, the V2 inks, they changed the tooling. Like the leaves were loose in the V1, which I use a lot, but in the V2 ink, the leaves are tighter, but now they're all like 50% scratchy. And then now we're like, well, what now? Like, what if I want an ink sound? And for me, I got lucky and I found a Reddit mech market. Someone sold like 300 ink V1s. I swiped that, or I snatched that up, and I've been using it ever since. I think it's fun if we just pull things up. How do palm top sound? I haven't really tried it. It comes on the Shure mic. So with the stream, it comes on the Shure mic. On my sound tests, I use a shotgun and have it far enough away where it doesn't just sound boomy. Because the reality is my voice is not that deep, okay? Just don't call me out. Yeah, John, we're just trying to learn, and even if it's a little bit too much, it helps to at least think about it. So I have a Cosm mid. I have the leaf arms, which I regret, and I have a special colored Nightfall. And no, I didn't pay $16.45 for this. I'm not ballin', and I don't get sponsored by these huge companies. The company I used to work for, which I need to send an email, they had this silent auction, and then I got this for $3.30. The shotgun mic, well, the problem with the shotgun mic is that when you do 3.5 millimeter into a computer, it sounds really bad. I don't understand why. Does anyone know? The Compay 2 switches were different normal JWK. Yeah, David, thanks. That now there's another variant of inks. Dang it. Yeah, so this chair is really isn't meant for like personal use. I don't think it's really meant for like a conference room because you can't really change it. So there's very minimal adjustment. There's only one knob, which is to change the height. Everything is like you just sit in it and feel it. So I can't like adjust the seat pan or the lumbar or anything like that. It's just a chair. Yeah, I got it for 330. You got Mirror 2 off on Let Go for 400. Nice, big W. Yeah, so if I want to go back, I just have to. I kind of have to throw myself. It's funny. I let my fiance sit in the chair, and I was like, "Babe, try to lean back." She can't. She's not heavy enough to. So she physically can't. It's so funny. You've been stealing. Oh, okay. I'm real. The chair that I want, if I had the money. What's it? Everyone wants this chair though. Yo, it's all about the embody, dude. So a lot of people complain, like a lot of my buddies are complaining about the Aeron. Why Aeron? No. Because the seat pan was too long. So that it was like this part was digging into their thighs or their calves or something like that. It was uncomfortable for them. So a bunch of them switched over to the embody. Can you imagine doing that in a conference meeting? It's like, continue. I'm listening. I don't know why the Angel's still in stock. But I personally did not love the half PP plate on the Prophet. It sounded fine with the full PP though. I saw the Logitech Herman Miller chair. They've been making their rounds on YouTube. I got my fiance a keyboard, but for her keyboard, she's getting pissed because she has to replug the keyboard every time to wake her computer. I bought my remastered Aeron in Mineral for 800. I thought I got a good deal. Nah, my deal is better, Johnny. Sorry. Oh, so you experienced the two, James? Well, conference room chair, it depends on where you go. I've been to companies, like my company didn't even have Herman Millers. They had like 2 steps down from Herman Miller. So I was like, why we got Herman Millers, bro? And they didn't even let us take the chairs home when we went to the lockdown. I'm like, why? Like, well, some people might want to work in the office. Like, it's my desk. I ain't using it, right? I don't understand, dude. I don't understand. Couldn't even take our monitors home, bro. I had to buy my own monitor. Which I want to revisit this. Anyone else have any questions about my setup before I close down? There's one Elgato master mount, goes all the way up, and I bought some small rig clamp to get a camera here. So there's one arm, top down and face cam. Why do you want MX lock switch, Shaggy? Why is that interest? Why are people into that? Are there any interesting group buys on right now besides GMK Pro, KD67 Lite R2? Artemis, join the Discord. We talk about group buys all the time. Discord.gg/wing. I'm so stoked about that. This is my Discord, so feel free to join this. And we talk about upcoming GBs all the time. Last night we were all hyped about the Compay 2 drop. Nice, Johnny. Maybe your desk is at the wrong height, Ritrix. Does that foam actually help? What foam? What are you talking about? But why, Shaggy? Why do you want it for your caps lock? Because it just like sticks down when it's like locked, right? Do you forget when you have caps lock on? The Viper Ultimate sounds... Honest reviews here. Listen to this mouse now. There's a lot of noise coming out of it. Apparently I'm supposed to take it apart and like lube a stem or something. Quite disappointed in how that lasts over time, but at least it's not double clicking, so it's usable. It's just a little noisy. Well, I let you take it, James. Lucky you. Hysterical says my mom's office sold all the Aeron chairs at 300, 40 USD. Yo, we should have got everything and flipped it. The sound foam on my wall. Oh, that one. It doesn't do shit. Does absolutely nothing. Other than the fact that it does break up the surface a little bit. So it doesn't echo back as hard. But in terms of like actual big effects, no. Competu dropped in like a second. They like changed it too. You had to go specifically to the other products. Mouse Lube tutorial coming soon. I bought new mouse feet so that I could do it. So I have to take these off, right? I just don't feel like it. Yeah, so I actually have foam on the right side as well, and I had 2 extra, so I put on my ceiling for reasons. This is from the RGB Wizard Pimp. It had stuttering. Ugh. I heard good and bad things about the Glorious Mice. I did get the super light, but 2 things. 1, it was fucking expensive. 2, I'm not used to the hump. So the profile of this is pretty low, right? The G Pro has a big hump. So it's like pushing into my palm. I do like a half. What kind of grip would you guys call this? What kind of grip is this? This is how I grip my mouse. I got new skates so that I could take this apart because I have to take it apart at the skates, right? Oh, that's so gunky. Ugh. Ugh. Where can I get price checks? I mean, you can ask in the Discord, but the Mech Market Discord has a price check section. I'll drop let me see if I can get a link for the Mech Market Discord. That's claw? Okay. Yeah, so with the G Pro wireless, the thing is pushing into my palm. What I think the 4S switches by Matrix Lab? I never tried them. Damn, David, that's unfortunate. I don't know why it sold out so fast. Who else actually uses switches? G Pro is like holding a potato. So this is pure claw. Okay, that makes sense. But yeah, I push my palm down a little bit, so that bump on the G Pro bothers me. So I don't know about all that. So at this point in my life, I have 3 cam links. That's good, Shaggy. At least they fixed it. I have 3 of these. This is the key to be able to use your fancy camera on your stream. So you take this camera is micro HDMI. Later, Artemis. Thanks for stopping by. So this is a micro HDMI. Get a micro HDMI to HDMI cable. So mount this wherever you want. So you face cam like here, or top down. This may be too heavy for a top down. And you can do this with a GoPro. You can do this with a mirrorless. This is the same thing you do with Nintendo Switch, by the way. If you stream that, you take and you go feed HDMI to here. So if it's a Nintendo Switch, HDMI to HDMI, then it goes to USB and goes into the computer. And get us detected as a webcam. As simple as that. Literally all it takes. I was a civil engineer, but now I am making content. We gaming today? Are we? It's 5 o'clock. Join the Discord, and if I play, maybe I'll do some light non-streaming because I don't want to keep streaming every single day. But we can play. We might be able to play some games with subs. What do you play, ST? That is a rookie, Mauricio. Is that the Camlink 4K or the OG? Is the Camlink 4K? My tabletop Barrett was from Home Depot. I'll pull it up. I like show and sell. All right, let's do that. Maybe I can find my actual order. Yeah, I think they recently brought that, but can you get your full resolution and all the frame rates and stuff? Eswada? Astronico desk mats? We can take a look at that. I have one of these. I'm pretty sure this is what I got. How many total keyboards do I have? I think I own 4. If I don't count the prototypes. Because KD fans literally, they sent me the KD67 Lite R1 and R2. And now that is 2 more keyboards I have. I appreciate it, but if we're talking like actual number, it just goes up and up and up. I'm in the United States, Lena Picks. My PC case is NR200. Oh, Overwatch. That's my jam, ST. We're kin. We're kin. This is Spyderco Delica 4. Just for opening box. Ah, I sprained my thumb the other day, so that actually hurt. You can tell. I don't use this as a cut, people. That's just tape from Amazon boxes. This is an Aru desk mat from the GB. But I got a prototype of the Aru, so they sent me the desk mat as well. Same as well. For me, I think right now AMD is having issues with taking the USB, so it's killing my signal sometimes. Like right now, I haven't dropped signal. I haven't lost camera or anything, but there was a period where it was. It was really annoying. I've never played League. I played Dota for like 5 minutes before. Can I show some of my keyboards? Yeah, give me a second. It's a kitchen countertop, yes, Barrett. I have an off tank. Zarya is my shit. Winston, but mostly Zarya. I always get a lot of high charge. I'm grabbing my keyboards. I just filmed it today, Adam, so expect this weekend or next week. I call Flex Support, yo, like a Lucio? Hope you don't cut people with that thing dirty. Yeah, that thing's hella dirty. McCree main? Oh, okay, Ken, my bad. Yeah, Game Boy caps, GMK, DMG, GMK, or this is CRP, pink Japanese sub-legends. I do want to show you the board that matches this mat, though. Zarya best off tank. Dude, Zarya is lit. This is what I'm most proud of. This is the one that's supposed to match a desk mat. These are actual hieroglyphics in... It's in the case. What's up, Billy? Thank you, thank you. It's literally the texture. Lucio's a main. Okay, what's off here, Larry? Look at that weight, dude. Look at that brass weight. That is insane. I need to take off this Chat ID. Hold on. So when shit like this exists, you can't tell me that. Someone commented on one of the videos, on the reaction video. They said that the GMMK Pro is in the 1% of premium keyboards. And we're allowed to disagree, right? We're allowed to disagree here. How can the GMMK Pro be in the same category as the same 1% as something like this? It's not injection molded. This is aluminum, dude. The machining was, this is aluminum. It's not plastic. This is some heavy shit. I think Wildcat has one too. So does Max F Live, I think. It would look sick if the Millennium Puzzle. What's up, Sketchy Rabbit? I think this board is one of the best values. It's a little bit more expensive than the 170 GMMK Pro, but this is the Vega. I have Holy Bulbs in here. A lot of my boards have to take off the keycaps because I use it for commission builds and stream. This is Hot Swap, but E white with the black. How's my mouth? That's a weird question to ask, but I get it. My mouth is way better today. One of the boards I'm never gonna let go. This is one of my favorites. Anyone selling 3000 series GPUs? Alright, chat. Who knows what this board is? They're not custom made. They're made in limited runs, but it's not single unit. Vega kills Angel. Yeah, the Polaris at GB, considering the GMMK Pro was pretty much a short GB. Yeah, the Polaris is underpriced though. That's not fair. You can't compare the Polaris with the GMMK Pro because that was underpriced. You shouldn't cancel it. I mean, I personally just don't like it. There's better options. There's a little bit of delay. I'll see in the chat say Polaris. Have I seen Cohen Romer's test of the Aru? I have not. I really don't spend time on YouTube. So it's one of my prized possessions. Did I scuff that already? Nah, I can rub it off. It's dirty. This is the Singa Unicorn. I can chain. I found the other code. But that's just going to be a later thing. I've been working. You did not expect Unicorn again? I mean, to be fair, standard 60s from the top look the same. I did have a Polaris. I sold it to a subscriber. Because I had the Vega, so it didn't make sense to keep both. I was waiting for something to replace it. I don't remember the price, comrade. It's sold as extras, not really GB. Alright, so break this down. This board is a top mount PC case, and I have full nylon JWKs in there in a PC plate, so the sound is pretty thocky because of the top mount. I like it, especially with CRP Japink keycaps, which are a deeper, thicker PBT keycap. Sounds deeper, like that. This one is a 60% layout with a macro column, but this is plateless, so there's literally no plate. It's just the switches soldered directly into the PCB, and the typing experience is very flexible. But because of that, it sounds very hollow. I find that that's a pattern I'm experiencing in plateless boards. This right here is the Aru. It has a rubber mid plate. You can see it right here. And I have Gateron inks in here on an aluminum plate. This sounds amazing. I have to rebuild it though because the PCB has issues. This board is really striking and is really good as a collector piece because of the custom anodization. It's actually machined into the case. This board is the Unicorn. It's a gummy O-ring mount and has an aluminum plate. I do have a palm half plate. I'm going to do these SP stars. Do SP stars, I think, in the palm half in this board. I have a few extra PCBs. This board is very clacky. Right now it has the Cherry MX Hyperglides, which are basically retooled Cherry MX Blacks. Very clacky on aluminum. Definitely scratches a certain itch, so I'll go back and forth between these two and just change it out. This right here is my hot swap tester board for when companies send me switches to test. Right now I have the Holy Bobas, which is a Halo True stem in a Boba U4. I used the U4 housing, which is a silent housing, took the stem out, put Halo True stems in there. And that's why I have different boards. This one I got for free for the proto to just build it on stream, so I'm not going to let that go. This one I paid $700 for. I don't know if it's worth it. I just like playlists. I like the typing experience. This one I bought second hand for $600. At the time it was pushing up to $1,000. Now I think it's lower. The R2 GB is still shipping. This one I paid around $600, $500 for. The K was not mine. I just built for a client. Oh, my irons. Yeah, my iron's in the room. But I don't know if I'm going to keep that one, because it sounds hollow. It really does. The KBD67 Lite sounds less hollow than it. And the Vega, I have a solder PCB, and I built that with Palm Full, inks on Palm Full. I will be swapping out to inks on Palm Half, which will basically finish out the end game version or like build of this board. But I still keep the hot swap PCB for the purposes of testing. I have two images here. Let me remove this one. Yeah, I need to rebuild this. I just haven't had time. I think I need to desolder some things today too. Yeah, these are some of the boards I have. Yeah, I have the iron as well. But I have proto boards come in, and I think I'm going to come up with a way to do giveaways on stream, YouTube or Twitch stream, or giveaways through Gleam.io to get those out to other people, as long as I don't disrupt the standard or the actual GB period. The lavenders on FR4 sounded hollow in the iron. The KBD67 Lite is super thocky, Elena. It's really nice. It's just so light. It's just weird. How tactile? I would not do tactiles on a half plate. That'd be weird. Because you don't get that kickback, you know. Oh, and very sick cloth from Elaine for the unicorn. So today before the stream, I was filming the reviews for the Iki68 Aurora because some people asked, so I was like, okay, I can do that. And I did a quick little 2-minute video, literally just 2 minutes of me talking, comparing the KBD67 Lite and the Iki68 Aurora. Should I get a laser cut palm plate for my KBD67 Lite? I feel like it's good as it is. With a board that has that mid layer, I don't know if there's gonna be a huge difference between PC and palm. You know, that rubber mid layer? Because I feel like that's gonna drive a lot of the sound. Singa is making a 65. It's that Japanese inspired one. It has that like modular back. Much pair. It's really nice, but a lot of people miss too. Don't feel too bad about it. Am I joining the Kiko Vicar auction? Do you think I have enough money for the Vickery? I don't know about that. I would love to know what makes the ink scratch, because if it's a stem, I think it's a stem. I personally think, but I haven't tested enough to be able to make a true conclusion. What switches I recommend the Mode 80? I feel like JWKs do really well on that board. Between R1 and R2, I haven't compared it, but looking at the spec sheet, I don't think there's a sound difference. But the R2, I'm sure you've read the spec sheet. It says the plate is different, doesn't require standoffs. It offers Bluetooth PCB and the PC stabs. I've lost all of them, Lino. I've never won one. I wouldn't do P stems and black inks. But you found V1 inks? Nice, congrats, Mr. Bakchoy. That's very hard to find. So yeah, to touch upon streaming, if you're gonna get started streaming, use Streamlabs, and there's like a one-click way to do everything. You can get your alerts, donations, sounds, and everything. It's really easy. I moved over to OBS so I can have more control as well. You're welcome, Ken. They use the link to DT. I use the link and the code. I hope you use the link too. The live stream build of the Aru was a while ago. I think I got shit-faced drunk and I think I took it down. No, I didn't get shit-faced drunk on that one. It was another one. I can read... Here's this, J-Moon. When I rebuild the Aru, I'll do it on YouTube. Because I have to rebuild it with... I got the correct Sangan bottom CF plate. And I'm going to do OP blacks in that. How's that, J-Moon? We'll do it on YouTube. Because Twitch has already seen it. We did Compay 2 on the sound test in the YouTube one. Oh, damn DT. For the next time, please use the link. Brad, stream both. Make sure I can manage my YouTube audience as well as my Discord. I'm finding that there's like a disconnect. Because my Twitch and my Discord audience is a little different. Considering how many people are missing the fact that I'm not an elitist. As a new creator, what will be the number one advice be in the tech space? Don't copy anyone else. A lot of people that are starting streaming at the same time as me, they were trying to copy Teja types. Teja types is good, but if you try to mimic too much of one person, the most you'll ever achieve is to be in their shadow. So there's a lot of people in the tech space. Find your voice. It's very interesting. My most successful videos when I started were very different from other YouTubers. Why did I type YouTuber? Let me see. You have to start the weight over, Kenny C, because I recommend the KBD67 Lite. I don't like silent yanks. I don't like silent switches ever. So, look, other than the keyboard videos, this video right here has 60k views, and it's very different. It's gonna be a lot like a stream if you listen. Let's see what's my other like tech video. So yeah, this is a 10-minute video. This is a 25-minute video, and it contrasts what was popular at the time. So if I click it, today I'm going to be comparing the two first lenses that people are considering when they get a Panasonic GH5. The Sigma 18-35 f1.8 with the Metabones Speed Booster Ultra, and going with the tried and true, this is the Panasonic 12-35 native lens f2.8. Both of these lenses are more or less a standard zoom. The Panasonic lens has a 24-70 equivalent focal range, and with the Sigma 18, everything was very shaky. So I just literally sit there and talk for 25 minutes, and that wasn't what was successful at the time, and this helped me get so many subscribers when I started. And that's because this was how I like to explain things. I like just sitting and talking and treating you as you're my friend and just teaching you what I know. And that really helped. And I've been keeping that in my head. I'm like, how do I do things differently? How do I do things and within this space but still stay true to my personality? Sorry, Shaggy. The intro is loud. That was like 2 years ago. Anyone from like wedding photographer looking dude to gym bro? I've always lifted. Thanks, DT. There's value in maintaining a positive outlook, but we have to kind of we have to like disseminate the information. We have to figure out what's true, what's honest, and we don't have unlimited money to buy every single thing and figure it out for ourselves. Why do I have so many dislikes on this video? God damn it. My voice deeper on stream? Yeah, this mic. On the mic, I can show you too. So this is the DSLR, which I like because it has EQ within the software. Low end right here. I can pull it down. I'm in this 4. So if I keep talking and this is a mic check 1 2 3, 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 it changes my voice. And I bring it back up to 4. Same here. Mic check 1 2 3, 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 mic check 1 2 3. So yeah, I EQ my voice a bit. The chat delay is so bad on YouTube. It's ridiculously bad. I don't know how to fix it. Sorry. It's like literally making me pause because I know the chat hasn't read it yet. There's batch variances, Em. So some batches will be fine and some batches won't be. Divinity's R1 is out of stock now already, I think. I checked this morning. What's up, Dylan? It's out of stock, fam. But KD Fans still has it. If you're considering getting from KD Fans, I have a referral link. You can grab it. So to pre-order R2, I'm in a few, but mostly for content. It's like Twitch mega slow-mo, dude. YouTube streaming needs work. I'm looking at top chat. What the fuck? Oh. I didn't even know that was an option. Is that why I'm missing chat? Holy shit. Is my Maestro a GMK set? I don't think there's a big difference between R1 and R2, but the R2 has a Bluetooth option. The live was, we're just sitting and chatting, but we talked about cameras and streaming a little bit. If you have any questions on keyboards or cameras, I'm all ears. I unboxed, or I showed off a Bare Cables loop station too. So the Divinity site had it in stock, so there was no GB. The KBD Fans is selling the R2 GB. I think there is an option to reduce delay time, but I have it on lowest. That's what's jacked. Is there? It's just like super slow. So Dylan, have you seen my YouTube? I make tech content and keyboard content, and today I'm just doing a mix of both and answering people's questions about tech and keyboards. Right now we're talking about the round 2 of the KBD67 Lite group buy. I wanted to show why it was different. So right here, it shows the differences. Bluetooth has, or the R2 has Bluetooth. R2 has extra PC stabs, so they're probably the clear ones. There's a different plate. This one doesn't require a standoff. It's not pre-assembled, and there's more colors in R2. Arcanist, that's going to be due to the USB bandwidth. If you have other USB devices connected to the same root hub, then it's going to have that issue. Shaggy, it varies. Sometimes it's worse, sometimes it's 10 to 15, sometimes it's less than that. There's no like exact amount. Yeah, so the KB fans referral link is right there. Polaris over thermal, easy. The HP 24mH monitor on Amazon. I feel like there's so many of that, Dylan. Are V2 inks worth it over JWKs? They're completely different sound. Inks are deep, JWKs are not. So if you want the deeper sound, you gotta go inks, or the middle ground will be the full nylon JWKs like lavenders. They're pretty deep too, except they don't have that like signature ink sound. If you really want the ink sound, you gotta go inks. I bought V2 inks, and I would use them over JWKs. I just have to ignore the scratch. If you ever use Cherry MX Blacks, you kind of learn to embrace the scratch. Yeah, it is a little risky. Salvation GP. %, very angular looking. Left side USB. Using a weird flex PCB. Oh, I remember looking at this. It looks wild. I have no idea how it's gonna feel. What's a Klim keyboard? It looks really cool. I just don't know how it's gonna feel. Salvin does good work though. Yo, that red is really red. Cream pockets or creamsicles? I feel like they're about the same DT. I would definitely not get gray. This is kind of so boring looking. Yeah, that's what I would do, Shaggy. I bought the 90 lavenders from Canon Keys, and I built it in the iron, and I feel like I barely made it to the 67 or whatever keys needed. Like I couldn't find enough good ones. It was really bad. You're not the only one, Nathan. Yeah, Ken, it will never be as smooth as JWK, but I mean, it's good enough. No, I don't think so, clean. I'm in too many dang GBs already. Hey, the price ain't bad though, 300. But then again, like it has a left side USB, so there's no USB-C data board. It just has a really cool like tray mount-ish design. Numa over Salvation. They're different price points, dude. They're like $200 different. I don't like the 1800 layout. It's too big. A Klim keyboard? Can't look that up on Amazon. Klim keyboard. So this is just a pre-built that's from China, and it's relatively cheap. Has an ISO layout, so you use an ISO user. 62 gram is way too light for me. I feel like these boards just use the same parts. But if you like it, you like it, man. There's a lot of these online. Smoothest got yellow. I like milky top, black bottom. It has the best sound for me. I think full milky scratchier, but some people prefer that sound. Yeah, it's definitely a preference. For me, like sometimes I want to use the unicorn with the hyperglides, and sometimes I want to use something else. Which is stupid because I just change boards as if I'm changing clothes. It's such an excessive thing. $200 aluminum boards. That's hard. It's hard to find aluminum at 200 that's worth anything. Because here, this is the cheapest one, right? This cheapest one I can remember. It's $190, but there's no PCB. I don't trust Amazon descriptions. Drop boards, I don't like because they have to clip the extra PCB mount legs on switches. So the Brutal 60, I feel like it's a little bit more expensive now. But PSP is like $45, so the best you can do is a 60% and you get like 240. Yeah, R4 was 215. Go with TX, Matthew, if you don't know. I mean, you can go with Tofu. I think that's all you really got. Brutal 60 and Tofu. ID80 is not one I would recommend, but I think there's a few variants. I was looking at ID80 Plus for someone that reached out to me, 160. But I think this one might be a different material. Oh, it is aluminum. You can probably build a Tofu for 200. ID80 ESD problems? Is that true? I was surprised at how deep Cream Pocket sounded. I didn't expect it. Phantom 65 is an option. Yeah, I heard about that recently. That's not right. Is KD fans down? What? Is it? No? So the Phantom 65 is exact, or they're aiming for 200 or less. This is IC maybe long ago. Yeah, 200 for this is fine. I haven't gone hands-on time with it, but it's probably going to be very similar to. Oh, it doesn't have a right arrow blocker, but it has centered USB. I mean, a little bit more. You can run with the Tofu 65 or KVD 67 Mark II. ID80 crystal. Sorbethane and Tofu goes very far, but there's a bunch of mods you can do. This is the ID80 I was thinking about, because I remember watching. Well, this is so much more expensive than a Plus. It's gasket, right? Interesting. Hippio Tech made a lot of content on this one. I mean, it looks like it looks better than their other ID80. The Beppel one. What's a Beppel one? Oh no. Oh, 40s? Oh no. Wait, what the what? Wait. Holy. Why does this one look so weird? What is... Oh, what? This is the worst 40 layout I've ever seen. What? Oh my god. No, like there's a place for 40s, but they made it even weirder with this one. It might be raised. What I'm tripping about is why this is in the middle. Yeah, cursed. That's about right. Is this supposed to be a little bit more ergonomic? Jeez. This looks like a keycap tray. Yeah, it literally looks like you just threw keycaps in a tray. And they just somehow like came in order in the QWERTY layout. Ish. That's expensive too. I mean, for 40. Nah, I guess it's fine. Who pay for that? There are 40s fans that may like it. What's that? If you're going 40s, this is what I would go for, dude. I remember seeing this. I was like, this is hot. You remember the Kahal? I should be getting one to build soon. I'd rather do this, dude. Yeah, I'm up at the Kahal. See, this is what a 40 is supposed to look like. Not some staggered T thing. I don't really know. I'm pretty sure this Kahal right here is expensive. Kahal's a 45. How much you want a 5G0 to bag lube? Roughly 90 springs. I'll do like 5 drops, 5 to 10, anywhere there is gonna be fine. 10 past 10 is way too much. I've done like 5 to 7 before. Sometimes I get paranoid and I just do 10. Dude, the call is clean. I literally like sat here for 30 seconds before the chat saw the call. What's going on with this delay? Can I change this? Manage. Yeah, there's no added delay. This is literally 0 delay right now. Wait, what's stream latency? Hold on. Oh, there's an ultra low. Wait, is the stream still live? Do I have a day job? This is my day job now. This is my job now. Go to Kitty fans. There's a new thing there. On the next stream, I'll like reduce the delay. I don't think it's gonna allow me. Okay. Thanks. Just go back to Twitch. Alright. KD fans. We'll check this one last thing and then we're gonna call it a day. Yeah, Twitch. Well, now I'm partnered on Twitch, so they allocate more resources to me. I hate the song. I always have to cut next. Are you sure I'm still live? Process is one way. One way to describe it, but thank you. I just threw in a YouTube stream. We were just showing off different hermillas. I have a Cosm already. Oh shit, my bad. This is a Cosm. Yeah, my YouTube board is... My YouTube little dashboard is all jacked right now. Ortho 40 hurts me. Is this what you wanted me to look at? Oh, my bad, Rayan. The delay is really bad. We're just testing things out. Isn't that what the KBD fans one is? The plank? Oh, 40% GB? Where would I find that? Just powerlifting Robotech? %? It's under 50? Oh. Oh, I remember seeing this. This is like the T-Mobile V2. It's almost like a full minute delay. It's so dumb. It's ridiculous. White is always a move. White or PC? I typically don't like black. Oh, I know why I didn't. Rayan, I turned off ME6 because it was announcing those premieres early. Forgot to put it back on. Am I joining the GB for Numa? I hope I get a prototype. I don't plan on spending 500 on a GB right now. Black PC is the new black for me. I like when black PC is done right, but sometimes it has a purple tint. TX and Spirit Springs are about the same quality. Yeah, it's 500. What'd you expect? I mean, I knew it was gonna be heavy. But they finally came up with the price. I agree, DT. So the price on here, it was announced in the Discord. It was 500. And like the SS is like 700 something. Dude, I lost the YouTube social connector for ME6 bot. I mean, new butt. KUD67 Lite. The NK65E has plate mount stabs and they suck. And also, I hate the plate in the NK65E. It's too tight. Yeah, maybe. I don't know, dude. Like, weird things are happening, like the Angel not selling out. But it has some big names attached to it, right? Who's doing the case again? Well, I would say Cohen Romers would push the excitement up, but the Angel is the 65% version of the 60 that Cohen like talked about before. I showed before. So like that's not popping. $67 Lite like $10 more than the NK65E. I feel like anyone I don't want to assume, but I feel like you can push the $10 more, but It's still GB. Yeah, I like to watch these things to understand like the market and the demand on things. Angel not selling out is a little concerning for me. It is really a sign that things are slowing down, in my opinion, because the 765 and the last run didn't sell out either. Right now, the Godspeed 75, to be fair, it looks ugly, is still in stock on TKC. I don't really want any board that much, DT. I have my Unicorn and I have my Rookie already. Hopefully it comes by Christmas time. That's a good perspective, David. What's coffee? Is that a donation? Oh, email? Yeah, I guess ME6 bot changed, so now I can't do YouTube noties anymore. So everyone, if you're here, I guess I have to ask you, like, really click the notification bell on my YouTube so that you get alerts for the streams and stuff. I will put a regular schedule. I think I will do Tuesdays and Thursdays on YouTube in the afternoon, probably around 3 o'clock. Right now, I'm gonna end the stream, but I want to send you guys to my boy. He's streaming right now. He should be streaming soon, or right now. Let me see. It's gonna be on Twitch. Lawson looks sick. Yeah, my boy started streaming. So we're gonna end the stream here. Hopefully you had fun. Sorry, I'm reading the chat. Shit, I clicked something. Live Prime says, honestly, I know myself enough. I'll only be satisfied with a Vega. Yeah, just wait for the Vega. We're gonna end the stream here. If you want to keep watching someone do keyboard stuff, go watch my boy Bueno Abilities. He's a really good dude. I will see you next week. I'll be streaming on Twitch on Saturday, 10 a.m. We will be building. Hold on. Jelly Epoch. So if you want to see a proto build of the Jelly Epoch, make sure you watch that. Yeah, that's it. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great day. Stay safe. Bye. Peace.